Hello fellow video gaming minions, Dr. Virtual returns here with another vlog video. And hope you're doing alright. It's good to be back on camera. Now, should cartridges return to gaming? I would love to hear your opinion on this as well. Me for one, I personally would love cartridges to return and see what amazing creative ideas that can be done. And what video games that could be later known as gems when all of us get older, you know, when they become a collector's item, just like what retro games are like now. Yes, I am aware that cartridges have their limits when compared to discs, and can be seen as a downgrade when compared to how gaming discs operate as of what we have seen in today's gaming industry, what with realistic looking graphics, cinematics, voiceovers, photorealism, and online gameplay, and especially what with a lot of apps and things you could do on the system. But there is a few things that could be done in terms of having a modern day retro gaming based console. One, you could have a video game. Well, you could have video gaming sequels to games that have been made. Yes, I'm aware that's been done, but you could have a lot more. Two, you could have video games created that may have never had their chance to be made. Three, you could have a video game system that can play games that range from the era of today, should a company make a retro-based gaming system, going all the way back to the first generation of gaming on the Atari. So that could include not only console video games, but also the computer video games too. Now how awesome would that be? That would be amazing. I would love that, very much so. See, I would love to see like a video game created like for the Vectrex, for example. I'd love to see that on a video game console, or ColecoVision, or the what do you call it now, Commodore 64, or the ZX Spectrum. See, I love games on those systems, but or PCs, but I really do love the fact that you could bring in so many ideas for these old video games on the respective consoles. My first video gaming disc-operated video gaming system was the PlayStation 1, and I thoroughly enjoyed the video games of what I played on that great console. But I just want to compare a game that wasn't very well liked by fans or gamers at the time, and that game was Sub-Zero Mythologies. Right? You see, the very first time I played on Sub-Zero Mythologies was on the Nintendo 64. And I thought it was a good game. I liked it, Not many other fans of Mortal Kombat at the time was really into it, but I enjoyed it. On the N64, I thought that was the only version of the game. It had still images, texts, and good old cartridge-based graphics. Now, when I played it on the PlayStation 1 version, however, I didn't realise it was on the PS1, I saw that the game had cinematics. So I thought, hang on, this is different. Why is it different? What? But then I later realised that the N64 couldn't handle cinematic graphics. Not like what the PS1 could do, because the PS1 was pretty much well known for that, having cinematics in the video games. See, I know that the N64 was the last cartridge-based home console. With its memory constraints, with the ROM sizes, it's unfortunate that the N64 was the last console that was cartridge-based. So with the GameCube, they went with discs. But the GameCube was a success in my eyes. With the modern retro gaming console, however, there will be less load times. There will be no online accounts that you have to be created. No constant updates. No DLC. No long installation times. Just good old-fashioned plug-in, play and enjoy. I really would like some company to take this on board and go along with it. Why not? Why not? I mean, it's been what? How many years since the N64? It's been roughly nearly, well, about 20 years, yeah. So I'm getting bored with discs, if I'm being honest with you. They scratch easy and whatnot. At least with the longevity of cartridges, you can throw them on the floor, beat them up a bit, even by accident, and they'll still work. Man, those things were heavy hitters. But I would love a company to take this on board and really just really go along with the idea of bringing back a retro-based console. You know, a lot of us old school gamers or retro gamers would love to play it. I definitely would. Absolutely. No problems there. Especially if they go along with the ideas of bringing, putting a lot of cartridge-based games on their respective consoles, like from the N64, and Mega Drive, and Sega, Saturn, or pretty much a lot of cartridge-based consoles back at the time, even those that were on tape, and just go back all the way back to the Atari, and even put computer games on these discs, the modern video game console as well. I would love to see that happen. You know, what's to say that they can't do it? I can see that a company, if they put their mind to it, they can definitely do it. Do they have to add online? No, because we don't need online to enjoy those old games. That's what was great about gaming back in the good old days. You could have your friends or family members come round and just enjoy. If you don't really have any friends or family members, then yeah, online will probably be a good thing for you. But in any case, I'm interested in what you think about this, my fellow video gaming minions. Do you think that cartridges should return? You don't have to agree with me. You can have voice your opinion. But for me, I'm more than convinced, and I believe that they should. I really much would love, personally, I would love to see cartridges return. And if they don't, well, I've got the good old-fashioned cartridge games anyway, so I can just enjoy them. Yeah. So there you go. Anyway, I'm Dr. Virtual, the Retroholic, and may retro gaming live on.